This came up in the washroom. I'm sitting there getting rid of the gold. You know what I'm saying? Just standing up between me and the wall, looking straight forward. You know, the flush is straight in front. And I'm thinking there, and I'm saying, what would I do? And all of a sudden, money. For some reason, that money thing always comes around. And I said, what happens if I can sell like one of my videos? Just do this thing on my apartment and make it into a show and sell the video and make 50 million or a book or something and make $50 million. And I would take that $50 million and I would give 60%, because that's what the book says. It's got to be 60%. And I'd give that towards charity. And what I'd actually do in that charity is I would take it towards a sector where everybody has to divide this money up. Okay, what I'm trying to do right now is to divide money. So, and I say to the sector, if you buy this, I'm going to give so much of a percentage. Okay, but the people who resell what I sell must take, or those who charge me what they charge me, must now take themselves, their profits, and reduce them by the same percentage as me, 60%. And all the way down the line, the profits are cut by 60% on every single level. Taking this and supplying, let's say, the hospitals with a machine that they can use for children. You know why? Because it's pretty simple to figure it out. When it's I and I, it's always about the women and children. When it's I and I, it's always about the women and children. Hello, Titanic, tighten up and let I and I come off the boat, right? Women and children first, please. Women and children first, please. And of course, when the women and children leave, so does the money. So does the wallet, so does the passbook, because everybody's fed I and I on the sea. Two North Americas, two suns, two endings, two DNA, two beginnings. One rope has an ending and a beginning. Starting on a new book, and what's funny about this book is it says 80 pages, and I swear it feels so thick. It's almost like there is 80 pages. There's only 40, two sides of 40. It's not a page. You know what I'm saying? 40 sides. It's not 80 pages. There's only 40 pages, two sides on a page. Hilroy, wake up. Hilroy, wake up. Roy says king, this says gold. When you flip an R upside down, when it's fancy, it becomes a U. LOI says the law. H and I is the high sky, because H and I go together as one. Right? One, the one dot. This line supports the one dot of time that goes around the one dot. This is 1 and I, 1 and 9. 9 is the arm that goes around the 1. It takes 1 away from 9 to create that 10. 5, 5 on each side. 5 on this side, 5 on this side. The same one in the center. 5 and 5 equals 12, which actually equals only to 11, because you're counting this one again. It's just like saying 13 by 13 is 169, but this is the 168th. Bill Hilly, hillbilly, hillbilly boy. So I made that design inside to show that when a clock runs 1 and 5, the pinky and the thumb, and then he turns over 1 and 5. So what he has is 1 plus 1.25 plus 1.25 plus 1.25, 3.75 riding under the gun. From here to here, this is a total of 1.25, 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 this is a total of 1.25. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 5, 6.25. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. Why? Because it is the middle between the left side and the right side of the next of what the connecting is. The same thing for all these numbers. But the reality is like this. From here to here is 0.9 and 1, leading off from 1, ending at 0.9. 0.9 leading on to 2, which is the next one, but the next level numbered. 3 in between. 1.25 is 1.25, 2.5, 3.75 is in the third period of the hockey game, 3.75, and then you finish the third period and you equals to 5. From the middle of this one to the middle of this one is 6.25. You need to end up back in the middle. It's 5 plus the 1 in the middle is 6. 5 plus in the middle is 6. 1, 5, 5, 1, 33 by 47, 15, 51, 77 and 74, Jesus Christ. 11 times 11 is 1331, creating DCAC and the S in he. 5 and 3. Why? 5 and 3. 3 to 2 and 2. It's always the two fingers to 2 and 2. 1 and 1, 1 and 1. 2. You can count them any way you want, because 1 plays in the middle of 2, and that's how you get the 3 card of the 3 dice. 5 and 3 is 8. It's H and E. and the spirit inside is she. 135 says the ace cat. Here's what it is. This is the Vav. This is what it is. This is the 8 number. 22 and 22, right? But in between, this is the half part. 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. First, it's the home team that is in the field as defense, and the offense is the team that came to visit. And then in the next inning, the home team is at bat, and the visitors are on the field. So they each play half an inning each, home and away, and then half an inning each. Offense and defense, and then offense and defense. So there's pairs of opposites, but there's pairs the same. They both play opposite of each other. They both play offense and defense at different times. So the combinations and their realities, okay, although are the same, they're the same at the bottom. Like the visiting team is on the offense at the bottom of the inning, where the home team is on the offense at the top of the inning. V111. Federation, this is your 8. V111 in time if you do it from one end to the other end, right? If you run it this way, you're running the center, 2, 3, and 4. These are the ends. However you want to connect them around the ring. There's more than one ring now, don't forget. There's more than one ring, 3, 2, 2. She and he, the spirit that entwines within, the snake inside our stomach. We eat with that snake. That one snake that goes through all of us is basically all of us. The stomach, the reader. He is the avenue. In she, the stomach, the reader. Like I mentioned, 5 and 6, A and B reconnect to 5 and 6 because when you flip this upside down, it becomes 1 and 5. 9, 5, and 6, 5 are the same thing because 5 and 2 and 9 minus 2 equals 7th gate. 9 and 5 is Einstein because that's what his name says. It also says DNA of the stars. R, straight. You can put straight with it or the stars, whichever way the ST together says sky. When the R shows up with it, the star shows up. 1 and 8. Why? Because it's the center heart of 8 that surrounds the center 5, creating the stars. 7 and 3, 9 and 1, 4 and 6, 8 and 2, 5, 5, 5, 5 equals 6.25. 5 times 5, 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, 6.25. Whoop. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, 6.25. Divided, okay, by 4, divided by 4, divided by 4, divided by 4 equals, oh, hold on a second, I did it wrong. No, that was wrong. It was, I'll do it again. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 is 625. There is no 3, 4. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 is 256. There is no 3, 4, and it's under 256 equals to 512, meaning I need 2 and equal to 512, basing this off the way they build computer memory and binary talk. So I'm all basing it on what the system has already told me. It told me about Fibonacci, and it told me about binary, and it showed me how pi works. So now I use all my concepts, inflicting their number movement of my numbers. I let their numbers move my situation. I need a wheelbarrow, and I go, oh, the binary wheelbarrow will help me, and I move binary wheelbarrow, and I pick up my numbers and go, look, we're playing hockey. There's 3 periods in hockey. Okay, binary 3 is 1, 2, 4. 4 plus 2 plus 1 equals 7. Okay, I understand. 3 and 1 equals 7. Right. Binary talk. Now, there's nothing that's primary. It's not primary. Anytime you got primary, you got to build it up. You got to give it a mirror. You got to give it a friend. 1 letter, 2 letter, 3 letter, 4 letter, 5 letter, 6 letter. Yeah, man, it's all a game. The minute you pass the 3rd letter, the next row starts. Oh, 1st letter, 3rd letter, 3rd letter, 4th letter, 4th letter, 2nd letter, 2nd letter, 3rd letter. Because this letter is bringing it up to a different level on this level. Oh, look, there's no letter. It's a void. Oh, because you use this on this level, that level doesn't have any. You can't see the sky. You're not on the roof. And you're looking down. Situation. Because I don't know it, I know the reality exists. Because I thought of it. And if you can see it the same way, you'll understand it. Or if you can understand it the same way, you can see it. You have to create it. in order to bring it back for its own reality to survive. You are the creator. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. There was one other thing. I'm not sure if I talked about this. The words in French are just crazy what they do. It's just crazy what Fibonacci does, and the way it builds the way it talks about the arches, the way it builds the 8x8, 5x5 Fibonacci, making the 1313 of the Monopoly game, the way the letters L, M, N, O, P come together, O and N are 15 and 14, and they tell everything about pi. 15 and 14, 3.1415. 15 and 14 is the 2992. 1, 4, and 1, 5 equals 5 and 6. It tells you 3.14159265. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Even the zeros inside of Monopoly, or the zeros inside of pi. I mean, zero anything is saying you need a 2 value to make it. 0 is in between the two sides of 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4. In between those two sides. I don't need the other number. Those are on the poles. Pole, number, pole, number. ABC, leap year 4, ABC, leap year 4. Everything's got its own rhythm. I dance with the rhythms, and I put it in, and it goes, and whoosh. That's why it's a short dance, and see you later. So yeah, where was that? I was dancing with the numbers, I know, and I wish I can bring it back to where I actually was. And then not only that, but numbers, even the increased numbers, 16, 32, 64, 7, and 5, or 6 and 1 in the 7 world, 9 and 4 out of Pluto. The next one is 7 and 8. This is at the gateway. The next one is 4 and 6. This is east-west. This one over here takes up Saturn. This takes up Mars, replaced by Earth, replaced by Uranus, going around the belt. The one spirit of the cycle of the moon, 82, 28. 82 take away 28 is 64. 54, which is the sun. 54, 64, 74, 82. So we take away numbers and we put them back to understand what they're doing together to tell us the next story. Binary building blocks. So 1 and 5 that I was talking about, and 5 and 9 is just what gets you to the next level 10. I was saying in the middle is the 0, and to the left and to the right. That's why when you say a complete number, your complete number is actually in between the two numbers. When you're saying 2, you're actually saying I am the center to the left and to the right of the middle of who I am. It's not saying I am 2. It's not 2 at all. It's to the left or to the right of that number. And when you do this number inside of the temperature between Celsius and Fahrenheit, and you say 2, okay, the combination in Fahrenheit is 2 and 2 is 4 plus 32, okay, equals to 36 minus 20% of 2, which is 0.4, which equals 35.6. Is you have to minus that, so that will make it less than the 2 number. So this will be and less, but there will be other equations. Well, it will be and more than the 2 number. The center 2 in between in an area, like saying 20. I am the center 20. 2 is a combination, 0, 2. It took 2 numbers to make 0, 2. 1 and 1 equals 2. But when you have 2, you automatically have a void in between them, or a separation for height. So there's more to be made. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. All positioning, my friends. It's all positioning in the angle. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.